appears to be a confusion between ceasefire and surrender. There appears to be a confusion between sleeping cells, waiting, and believing that we are totally fine. Yesterday's video, I mentioned to you all that retaliation is a possibility. Soon enough, it came back a ceasefire that it was announced in social media, because apparently that's the way that we announce things now. We don't longer do press release or anything like that. We now just do a tweet, and that is it. The thing is that the countries involved didn't know that it was a ceasefire. Here's the problem, y'all. When you come to the internet, you're gonna have a lot of people with a lot of opinions. Reality is that opinions, everybody has one. And when you get caught fear-mongering and whatnot because all you want to do is encourage people to prepare, well, then what are you then? Have you succumbed to normalcy bias now? Here's the thing, and I'm going to explain this very quickly because I got other things to do. And I still got to clean my tools. I went to the range and I spent all day sweating and whatnot, and the smoking here is still really bad. But let me explain something to y'all so everybody can understand, because there seems to be a misunderstanding. Ceasefire does not mean surrender. Ceasefire is nothing more than you taking a break to reload your magazines. That's all it is. If you think it's something else, I'm here to burst that bubble and tell you that no. Ceasefire is nothing more than let's take a minute for a second here. Let's see what's going on, and then we're going back to fighting again. Nobody has surrendered. In fact, there are things that nobody know where they are. Things that they can be detrimental. And let me put it like this. These people have been fighting for how long? I don't know. They will continue to fight. For how long? Who knows? One is going to wipe the other. That's just the way it's going to be. Plain and simple. There's too much generational hate that it's just going to happen. The problem is when we get involved. The idea that there are no sleeping cells here in the US is ludicrous. Sleeping cells can be activated at any given time. In my last video, I specifically said, hey guys, we got to be careful now because, you know, water supply, electric grid here sucks. You have to understand that they can take it down. And then I will say that a significant amount of people will not make it. Think about it for in this perspective. With the heat now that we are experiencing, shoot, I venture to say that a whole bunch of people, especially older people, and most likely very young people, will not make it. Those who are dependent on medical devices will not make it. That's just to attack the electric grid. And I hear folks saying sometimes, we got no problem with the electric grid. Really? We don't? Okay, you know what? I'll let you believe what you want. I'll let you believe that we have no sleeping cells in here. I'll let you believe that 9/11 never happened. I will let you believe that the electric grid has no issue. That's why we never have the light never turns off when the grid is too taxed. Never happens. I'll let you believe all of that. In the meantime, I will store more water away. I will store more food away. I will get an extra opus to have electricity. I will get more ammunition because I feel hunger, because I'm doing the things. You know what the funny thing is? Everybody believes that politicians are there to come to the rescue. Politicians in the best of days screw things up. In the worst of time, You do not want a politician nearby. You don't. I am here to share with y'all the things that I see and the things that I do. Whether you listen or not, it is completely up to you. The fact of the matter is that ceasefire is just a pause. Sleeper cells are already here. And if you don't believe me, you know what? I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can go read a little bit. Because you need to educate yourself. Those of you who are, just blind to what's going on. I'll tell you all, the real threat is already inside. And they do not need an army. All they need is the right moment. That's it. And then who's going to pay for it? We are. We are. And that, my friends, is not fear-mongering. That is truth. With that being said, I hope you have a great one. Like I was, rock on, prep on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.